Hi everybody, welcome back to class. My name is Mary Sarah, and today we have the full STOTT Essential Matwork practice. This is great for teachers preparing for their exam. This is also great for students to learn the flow, to learn the Merrithew STOTT practice. It's a lot of core, it's full body, it will heat you from the inside out without feeling fatigued or burnt out. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna, go at a nice pace. So let's get started. Go ahead and come to breathing flexed forward. You'll bring your feet about hip width apart. Feel free to sit up on a riser if that feels more comfortable, or a bolster, and just start to round through your spine. Pelvis is vertical. Spine is rounded. And start to take 3 deep breaths into the rib cage, the front, the back, the sides of your ribs. And exhale through that pursed lip. Inhale down into the pelvis now. Exhale, zip up, belt in, so that capital T, deep core breath, exhale. And put it all together. Inhale down to the pubic bone. Inhale into the ribs, 3-dimensional, 360 degrees. And then as you exhale, pubic bone to belly button, pelvic floor lifts up, transverse abdominals hug in, and the rib cage knits together. Good. Come all the way up and then roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming into our hip release next, you'll imprint your pelvis. So find that little hug between your lower back and like a tiny marshmallow. And then we're going to maintain that neutral. So feel pubic bone to belly button zip up, hip point to hip point hug in. Take an inhale, keeping your pelvis really still. Let your right knee open out to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, spiral the leg in, pull the heel back using the abdominals. Good. 2 more here. Inhale, open and lengthen. Good. Exhale, legs stay straight, spiral in and pull the heel to the sitting bone. Last one. Inhale, lateral rotation and lengthen through the front pocket. Exhale, spiral it in. Using the core, pull the heel back to sit bone. Other direction, same leg. Inhale, knee medially rotates or draws towards the other leg, lengthens. Pelvis stays still, turn the leg out. Exhale, pull the heel back towards the sitting bone. Again, inhale, medial rotation and lengthen. Exhale, leg turns out, drag the heel back. 1 more here. Turns out this stuff is so good for hip disassociation, for hip health. We're spiraling the femur in that ball and socket joint, stabilizing through the pelvis. Take it to the other side, keeping your pelvis really still. We've got that imprinted spine. Inhale, open and lengthen. Exhale, spiral in and using the core, pull the heel back. Inhale, open and lengthen through that front pocket. Exhale, spiral and pull the heel towards the sitting bones with that transverse and pelvic floor breath. Last one. Inhale, open and lengthen. Exhale, spiral in, pubic bone to belly button, zip up, hip point to hip point, hug in, draw it in. Good. Take it the other direction. Inhale, medial rotation, lengthen. Leg stays long, lateral rotation. Exhale, pull the heel back. Inhale, knee drops in, lengthen. Maintaining this rib to hip connection, use the abdominals to pull the heel in. So we're not letting the spine arch or release. We're keeping that imprint as we last one. Inhale in and lengthen. Maintain imprint. Exhale, lateral rotation and pull it back. Good. Take it onto your side. You can spinal rotation here. You can take a hand under the head. You could take a pillow under your head or a block. We'll reach our hands out in front. If you want to lengthen it, feel free to lengthen. And then we'll inhale, start to open the hand to the sky. Exhale, hoping to have enough room here. Exhale, open it back behind you. Pause it here. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. See if you can open that rotation more. Inhale here. And then exhale, using the abdominals, ribs knit together, pull it all the way back to start position. And one more like that. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, open. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, deepen that rotation. Inhale into the side of your rib cage. Exhale, use your abdominals to knit those ribs together. You lead with the core as you pull it back to center. Good. Let's take it to the other side. You can spin around. I'm going to spin so that you can see. Stacking the hips, stacking the knees. Like a ball could be here. Hands are stacked. Inhale, reach. Good. Exhale, open. Inhale, stay. Exhale, deepen that rotation. Inhale. Exhale, using your abdominals, ribs knit together. Come back to start. So good for our spinal health. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale. Spine is long, but we're opening through the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, open more. Core engages. Inhale. Use the abdominals to reach the rib cage and the fingers back to start position. Good. Take your hand. Go ahead and press yourself up to it. Table, hands and knees, cat stretch here. Take hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find a nice long spine. Inhale here. And then exhale, let's go head to tail. So little tuck of the chin, roll through the spine. Pause here. And then inhale, tail to head. Exhale, little tuck of the chin, roll head to tail, one vertebrae at a time, rib to hip connection there at the front. Inhale, tail to head. Let's take it the other way. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, lift the front of the pelvis. So tucking the tailbone, roll from tail to head. And then head to tail. Inhale. Last one, exhale, tail to head, lift through the front of the pelvis, really challenging to do, rib to hip connection. We're exhaling, pressing the breath out, and then inhale, head to tail, lengthen through that spine. Good. Let's take it onto our back for hip rolls. So hands are by the side, feet are hip width apart. We inhale, arching the low, inhale, neutral. So teacup resting on the front of the pelvis, these 3 points. The pubic bone and your 2 hip points are level. And then as you exhale, roll through imprint. So this little marshmallow, start to wheel your tailbone between the legs, roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Pause here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, using your abdominals, roll down between your shoulder blades, back of your rib cage, low ribs, top of the lower spine, down through the sacrum to neutral. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, roll through imprint, tuck the pelvis under, roll up. Lengthen the kneecaps forward, this long line between knee, hip, and shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Core engages, one vertebrae at a time, particularly through that lower spine. Challenging to do. Inhale, neutral. Last one. Exhale, roll up. Wheeling the pelvis under and then reaching the kneecaps forward. Take an inhale here. Mobilizing the spine, warming up the core, the abdominals roll back down, rib to hip connection as you come through that spinal flexion, and then eventually find neutral. Good. Keeping that imprint for neutral for right now, but core engagement. Float those fingers to the sky. Let's inhale, protract the shoulder blades. Exhale, retract all the way towards the spine. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw the shoulders toward the spine. Just mobilizing. Last one, the shoulder blades around the rib cage. Exhale, retract. Good. Inhale, find neutral. Scissors. Exhale, reach. One arm back, one arm forward. Ribs stay together. Inhale. Knit the ribs. Exhale to the other side. Reach. Good. Inhale. One more of each. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Ribs stay knit together. Scissor, one arm reaches back. Just let it only go as far as you can keep the ribs connected. Inhale to the ceiling. Go ahead and release the arms down by the side. Head nods. neutral, chin and between the brows. Take an inhale here like you're looking at a red light. And then exhale, take your gaze to the yellow light, just a little lowering of the chin. You should feel the kind of side of your neck there, neck flexors. Inhale, neutral. Yellow light, exhale. One more here, inhale, neutral. Exhale, and a little nod of the chin. Good, inhale, neutral. Last one here, we'll keep neutral. Let's just take it to some shoulder elevation and depression. So keeping the neck nice and long, the spine is neutral. We inhale, gentle elevating of the shoulders or like a shrug, and then exhale, reach the fingers towards the heels. Two more, inhale, elevation. Collarbones stay nice and broad. Exhale, reach through the fingers. Last one, inhale. Finished with our warm-up here. Exhale, reach it forward. Good, let's take it to ab prep. So you can keep your arms there. Inhale, start to nod the chin, so lowering to that yellow light, and then to exhale, head to ribs will roll up. Hands will hover like they're parallel to the floor. Inhale here, keeping the ribs connected, and then exhale, roll back down. Again, inhale, yellow light, head to shoulders, kind of roll up. Pause here, breathe in. Ribs stay connected, exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, nod. Continue here. Exhale, roll up, rib to hip. Keep like the tip of the shoulder blades are last thing on the mat, like a skewer going through your bra strap. Roll down or heart rate monitor. Two more, inhale, lower. Exhale, peel off the mat, reach through the fingers. Shoulders will kind of protract. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down. Last one, inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, roll up. Engage those upper abdominals. Pelvis is neutral, so we're not going to imprint in these abdominal preps. And then roll back down. Good. Nice little warm up there. Let's take it to breaststroke prep 1, 2, 3. So you'll spin around to face the floor or your mat, if you have a mat. And then let the hands come parallel to the edges of your mat. Long and active through the legs. You can think of lifting through that front pelvis. Now we'll start with a neutral spine with the head. So the nose is hovering like a little marble is resting under your nose. And then inhale, just nudge your marble forward. Exhale, slowly lift up. Good. Pause here, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Good. Neutral. Inhale, nudge your marble. Exhale, lift up. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen as you lower, finding that neutral position again. Let's go two more. Inhale, nudge the marble. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lowering down. So front abdominals are engaged, legs are active. Inhale, nudge the marble. Exhale, lift. Nod the chin back to neutral. Come all the way down. Breaststroke prep 2. Let your arms come back by your sides. And we're just going to inhale here. You could do palms to the ceiling. And then exhale, start to we inhale, lengthen and open. And then exhale, release. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, shoulders draw to the spine slightly. And then release. Two more, nudge the marble. Inhale, open across the collarbones. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, release. Good. Breaststroke 3, stack your hands under your shoulders. Legs are really active. Front pelvis is engaged. We've got that little lift from pubic bone to belly button, hip point, belting in. Here we're thinking more length, so the back of the neck is reaching more than it is lifting, but we're going to take our hands and elbows with us. So we'll inhale, prepare. Exhale, engage the core and just start to float head and shoulders off. Inhale, lower back down for 5 total. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Long through the back of the neck. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lower. Much harder. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Engaging the abdominals. Final one, lift up. like your elbows are pulling apart, and then slowly lower down. Inhale. Take those hands under your shoulders, press back, come to a shell stretch. So shell stretch is active. Feel the connection between rib to hip. Those obliques are drawing the ribs down. The head can come into a little bit of cervical flexion. Finding that shell stretch. And then coming onto the 100. So our classic 100, go ahead and come all the way down. With the 100 for an essential mat work, we will keep imprint in the pelvis, and we'll keep the legs either one lifted or both lifted. I'll do both today. Listen to your lower back. So before we do anything, find that imprint. Inhale, neutral. Little cup of water is resting level, and then exhale. Water kind of tilts towards you. The pelvis is imprinted. We'll use that core to float your right leg up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, pubic bone to belly button, zip up. Hip point to hip point, hug in. Float your left leg up using your abdominals. Good. Inhale, start to reach your arms long. They'll hover over the floor. Maybe you nod the chin and lift up. And then we're going to start to pump our arms for an inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Challenging the abdominals to stay knit together. 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick. 2, 3, 30. Inhale. Exhale, purse lip. 2, 40. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. That natural curve of the neck. 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale. Exhale. 80. Last 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, last set of 2. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Go ahead and grab one knee. We'll roll ourselves up for half roll back. Feet are hip width apart. You could always put a block or a prop there between the knees, but we'll stay spinal flexion. So we'll reach it forward. Gaze will come down to the heels, arms parallel to the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, maintaining that spinal flexion, reach back. Use your abdominals to bring it forward and flex over the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Take it for 8. More. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 7. Good. So we're using the abdominals to maintain that rib to hip connection. 6. Inhale, reach. I feel like it looks like they're Norwegian rowers. 5. Inhale, reach. Exhale as we come back. Arms parallel to the floor. Here's 4. Inhale. Like we're still keeping that open space. Like we're rounding over a yoga ball. 3. Inhale here. Exhale, reach back. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Good. This time, inhale here. Come all the way down. Roll down. Come into roll up next. Scoot down a little bit. So as we come to roll up, lengthen your legs, flex your feet, unless you know it feels better with the legs bent. Inhale, start to reach your arms just to where you can keep that rib connection. So overextend it for me. Feel the difference. Float your arms up to about where your nose is. Inhale to the ceiling. Little nod at the chin. Exhale, head to tail, start to roll up. And then exhale, using the abdominals, reach through the fingers, reach through the heels. Inhale, start to roll back. Exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time. Come back to start position. And inhale, we'll go for 10. As we exhale, we use the abdominals, rib to hip connection, reach. Inhale, release. Wheel the pelvis under. Exhale, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Ribs stay connected. Inhale. Head to tail, start to roll up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, wheel the pelvis under, mobilize that lower spine, rib to hip connection, keep the abdominals engaged. Inhale, little nod to the chin. Exhale, as we come up, reach it forward. Inhale, initiate, roll back. Exhale, continue that mobilization, come all the way down. Inhale, little nod of the chin. This will warm those abdominals up, that's for sure. Reach through the heels. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, initiate, exhale, roll it back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, rib to hip connection, reach long. You can even kind of press the legs down to get some of those extensors, glute and hamstring as we roll it back. Last one, inhale, tuck the chin, exhale, using the abdominals, reach it forward, and then come all the way back. Good. Release the arms by the side. Keep your left leg long. You can actively press it down, and let's draw the right knee to tabletop. One leg circles. You can take this with the leg long. It's how it's taught. You'll modify it with the knee bend. You can even bend the other knee. This one's best for my body, so listen to your body. What we'll do is inhale, bring the knee across without the pelvis moving. Exhale, circle it around for 5. So the goal here is maintain 3. Circle it around 2. Maintain that rib to hip connection. Inhale, exhale, circle it the other direction. 5. 4, no popping in the hip. 3, so you're only going as far as you can keep that out of the hip. 2, 1, lengthen the leg. Bring the left knee to table. We'll keep imprint. Inhale here, bring it across. Exhale, circle it around. 5. If it feels better in neutral, see if you can keep neutral. 3, 2, 1. It's so challenging. Inhale the other direction. Exhale, wrap it around. 5, 4. Everything engaged in the core, that rib to hip connection, pubic bone to belly button, zip up, hip point to hip point, circle it around. 2, 1. Nice spine twist. Grab a hold of your knee, roll up. We'll take a vertical spine. So wherever you can find the most comfortable vertical position, you could take a riser with the knees bent. You could take the legs out long. You can find somewhere Goldilocks in between. I'm going to take that position. What we do is we reach up, open the arms out. They're going to be in front of your shoulders a little bit. And let's take palms down. So we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate to one side. Both sit bones are down. And we 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale is that first one. And then we kind of like pump 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Let's go one more time. Exhale, rotate. So you'll use your abdominals. Inhale to lengthen. Use your abdominals to wrap the rib cage. Good. Come back to center. Good. Rolling like a ball. Bring it forward. Let the hands come on the side of the shin. We can roll back off into that C curve. So we've got some flexion there in the whole spine. We're maintaining that flexion. We'll inhale, exhale, roll it back, stay in that little seed, and then bring it forward for 10. 9, 8. Inhale, exhale, maintain. 7, rib to hip connection, challenging that balance. 6, spinal flexion. We've got shoulders slightly in protraction. 5, that little head nod. 4, legs hugging together. 3, 2. We're going to go right into single leg stretch. So slowly roll it back. Reach your left leg long. So maintain imprint. Hands can frame the knee, or you could reach your outside leg arm long and reach for 8. 8. Inhale. 7. Inhale. 7. Exhale. 6. 6. Inhale. 5. 5. Exhale. 3. 3. Maintain imprint. 2. 2. Reach, come to table, hands behind your head, let your fingers interlace, let your thumbs come down the side of your neck there. Inhale, spin to your right, let your left leg lengthen, maintain neutral. We'll inhale, perfect. Exhale, inhale. You can little sniff, or you can long inhale and long exhale. 3, reach, last 1, come to center, both legs to the, we keep the legs long rather, sorry. Hands reach to your outer ankle bone, double leg stretch. Inhale like you're taking a top hat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale like you're taking a top hat off. Reach, arms and legs, circle it all the way around. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Maintain flexion, inhale, exhale. 7. Rib to hip connection. Lower abdominals to lengthen the leg, maintaining imprint. 4. Everything is working. 3. Double leg stretch. 2. Circle it around. Woo, relax your head for a moment. You can keep it lifted or you can bring it down. Legs will lengthen to the ceiling. We'll come to scissors. Always can keep a soft bend in the knees. We draw our hands behind our right leg and we're going to pump 1, 2. This other leg is active. Switch. 8. Little sniff in between. 6, 6. And 5. 4 more on each side. Bottom leg is active. That hip extensor will help engage the core. 3, 3. Imprint. 2. 1 more on each. Good. Bend those knees. Nice and slowly release it down. Release your feet down. Coming into shoulder bridge. So let the arms come by your side. Find a neutral head position. We're going to keep the feet hip width apart. Take an inhale here. Find neutral spine without rolling up. Just press your hips up. Pause it here. See if you can feel your glutes come online. And then we're going to inhale here. Start to lower the hips. Exhale. Lift the hips for 8. 7. Creasing the hip and then opening that hip. 6. 5. 4. Level through the pelvis. 3. Rib to hip connection. 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 1. Come all the way down. Roll over, prep. So we'll keep imprint. We'll float one leg up, followed by the other, using your core. Let your ankles cross. This one is lifting through or rolling through imprint. We're lifting the hips. We're going to inhale slightly and then exhale. Relax the hips and glutes down really quietly. So we're controlling that lowering. Take an inhale. Exhale. 7. 6. Head and neck are relaxed. 5. 4. You can hug the legs together. 3. Just at the ankle there. 2. Switch sides. 8 in the other direction. Hug the knees together. Inhale. Exhale. Stabilize the pelvis. 8. Imprint. 7. 6. So we're using the upper abdominals to lift through that tail, pelvis, and lower spine. 3. 2. 1. Uncross the ankles. Let one foot come down, followed by the other. We'll come over, flip it over to heel squeeze prone. So working the glutes and the extensors now. Lengthen through the spine. You'll let the hands come under the shoulder, or the hands rest under the forehead. And then bending your knees, so your knees are about 90 degrees. Go ahead and flex your feet so they hug towards one another. And then for this first bit, I want you to engage your core. So find that T-zone, long through the back of the neck. And we'll just start to squeeze the heels together for 8. 7. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 6. 5. There's no lifting. We're just hugging in. 4. 3. 2. Using those glutes. Last one. Keep that squeeze. So you've got your heels hugging together. Inhale, exhale, engage your core. Float the knees up. 8. 7. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift from your glutes. 6. 5. Nothing coming from your lower back. 4. Inhale, lower. Squeeze and lift through the thighs. 3. 2. 1. Release it down. Lengthen the legs out. Come to parallel with the leg. Single leg, one leg kick. We're going to lift the front of the pelvis. Let the left leg lengthen and lift. And then lower it down. Switch. Inhale, lower, exhale, switch. Inhale, lower, exhale, engage the core using the glutes, switch. So just finding length and reach, coming into hip extension, working glute and hamstring, really stabilizing through the pelvis. Alternating challenges that stability. For if it feels better to stay on one side, you could teach it that way. Engaging the pelvis, engaging the deep core. 3, 2, 1 more on each side, using that glute, lift and lower. Take it to external rotation. So same hip distance apart, but legs laterally rotated. You'll feel your external rotators come online in a deep glute. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen, reach. Let's take it same side for 8, 7. Just feel that left glute lift. 6. Stabilize through the pelvis. 5. Long and reaching through the crown of the head. 4. Reaching through the toes. 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. 1. The little puppy behind my dog behind you. So it's just like sleeping right now. She looks so cute. 8. 7. 6. Front pelvis is lifted. Shoulders are relaxed. Other leg is still active, but it's not lifting. 3. This is really good for swim prep. 2. 1. Release it down. Let's take it to our final extensor one here. We're going to take it to breaststroke. So we did breaststroke prep. This one is the arms start by the parallel edges of your mat again, out by the sides. We're going to inhale, prepare. Use your abdominals, engage your legs. Exhale, reach the arms out in front of you. Diving forward, and then inhale, circle it around. So as you circle, you'll lift up. Bend the elbows, return, exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, circle it around. 8. Good, exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen. 7. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, reach it back. 6. Long through the crown of the head. As you dive it forward, think space between each vertebrae. 5. Inhale, exhale, dive it forward. 4. 3. Reaching through the fingers. 2. Woo, circle it around. 1. Let those hands come under your shoulders. A well-deserved shell stretch. Round through that pelvis. Feel the core engage. And then we'll take it to saw. So go ahead and find your sitting bones again. Let the heels come out like they did for twist. Spine twist. But here we're thinking a little saw of the toe. So we're going to inhale, circle or rotate. Exhale, reach, head to tail, reach. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Good. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, pull it up, find center. Exhale, rotate. Head to tail, reach it from your abdominals. Inhale, pull back with that other hand and find center. Rotate. Exhale. As you reach this other hand, you can pause it here, is thumb up. And then we inhale, use that hand to pull us back, tail to head. Take it one more time. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, reach it back. Center. Exhale, rotate. Long exhale, reach. Inhale, up. And come to center. Good. Neck pull prep. So feet stay long. We'll take our hands here. We inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, our feet come together. We inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll back. Inhale here. Exhale, round over the legs. And then inhale, restack. Legs can come together or apart depending on your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back. Inhale here. Maintain that curve, round over the spine. And then inhale, tail to head, restack. Exhale, roll it back. Tailbone wheels under. Inhale. Exhale. Back of the legs can press into the mat as we roll up. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, tail to head, roll back. Inhale. You can always reach the arms forward if that feels better. And then inhale, stack. Last one, exhale, roll it back. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, round like you're coming over a ball. And then inhale, tail to head, re-stack. Obliques roll back, feet together or apart. They start apart. If they feel better together, I'm going to do mine together. We inhale like we were earlier in that half roll back position. Arms are parallel to the floor, long through the spine. And then exhale, we'll roll back off that pelvis just a little bit. Find that C curve or imprint. And then we'll reach, sweeping the floor. Inhale, restack, exhale. To the other side, inhale, lengthen. Reach, lengthen, reach. Using those abdominals, wheel through that lower spine. Inhale, lengthen. Everything is working. Exhale, reach. Gaze can follow that arm that's sweeping back. Core knit together as you roll back. Feel those obliques. 3, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, sweep. 2, 1 more on each side. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Woo, good. Release it. Let's take it to some side kicks. Come all the way down onto your side. Bottom arm is long, legs are long. We'll bring our feet slightly out in front of us, like that front corner of a mat, reminding us we'll have a tendency to flex through the spine, stay nice and long, lengthen, both sides of the waist are long, and then float this top leg up. Good. Now we're going to flex the ankle and go double exhale, point the ankle, pull it back. Good. Inhale, exhale. Really struggle to cue while doing this one. You have to really focus on keeping your pelvis still. Good. 8 here. Keeping that top hip nice and long. That rib to hip connection that rib to hip distance is long, equidistant on both sides. 2 more. Pull it back using that glute and hamstring. Last one. Point the ankle, pull it back. Bring both feet to come together. Side lying series. Legs are long. Both sides of the waist are long. We inhale nice and slowly. Point the leg and lift it. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach through the heel. 7, 6. Give me length in that top side waist. 5. Lengthen that bottom side waist. 4. This hip is really reaching away from the top of the ribs. 3. Top leg lift. 2. Whew. Now we'll float our top leg up, let our bottom leg come to meet it, and then slowly lower down for 8. Inhale, exhale. 7, top leg reaches, bottom leg reaches, hug it together, lower. 6, outer hips. 5, waist is long. 4, neck and shoulders are neutral. 3, 2, double leg, keep both legs together. The waist is staying long on both sides, so that will be our next exercise. But for now, rib to hip is staying the same, just both legs lift, inner thigh and outer hip for 8. 7, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 6, active and long through the legs. 5, legs are hugging together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can keep your hand here, or you can reach the arm long. It challenges the balance even more, but we'll connect rib to hip connection. So we inhale, prepare, exhale. Now shorten that top side oblique, like you're between 2 panes of glass, and then inhale, lower. You can always find your hand position here for 7. Inhale, exhale, lift. 6, 5, reaching rib to hip and lifting hip to rib. 3, Hands are pressing down, lift up, hold. Let's flutter kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got to work on that one. Go ahead and bend the knee. Let's take it to the other side. Side leg, side kicks. Bottom arm is long, feet are out in front. We're at that diagonal. Both sides of the waist are long. We're working hip flexors and extensors, outer hip muscles, lifting that top leg, glute medius. Think, point the ankle, plant our flexors, pull it back, flex. 7, 6, 5. Pelvis will want to rock. 3. Reach through the toes. 2. And last one. Pull the leg back. Let the bottom leg come to meet it. Just the top leg will inhale. Let the leg lengthen and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. 8. Point and lift. Flex and lower. 7. Inhale, lengthen and reach. 6. Long through both sides of the waist. 5. Point the ankle. Lift. Dorsiflexion. Lower. 5. Reaching both sides of the waist. 4. Inhale, exhale, lower. 3. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 2. Inhale, exhale, lower. 1. Point the ankles, lift the top leg, let your bottom leg come to meet it, and lower it down for 8. Float the top leg, bottom leg hugs in. 7. I always think of this one like a little elevator. The top leg is riding the elevator down. 4. Both sides of the waist are long. Core is engaged. Front pelvis. 3. Outer hips are burning. 2. Both legs together. 1. Inhale, prepare. Waist stays long. Exhale, float the legs up. 8. 7. Inner thigh. Adductors on the bottom leg. 6. Abductors on the top leg. 5. 4. Inhale, exhale. Core engages. Transverse. Pelvic floor always engaged. 2. 1. Sideline obliques. I'm going to keep my hand here. I learned my lesson. We inhale. Exhale. Shorten that distance on the top side ribs for 8. 7. Inhale, lower. Full body workout here. 6. 5. Perfect for self-practice if you're taking the exam and you need some hours. 4. 3. Lengthen crown to toes. 2. Take it up, hold if you want to flutter kick. Great to challenge that stability. 3, 2, 1. Little resistance there with some flare legs, flare pants. Bend the knees, come all the way up. Oh, how are we doing? Spine stretch forward. You can lengthen the legs or you can bend the knees. And we're just going to reach it forward. And inhale, restack. 5, 4. Should feel really nice after those. Active through the core. 3. After those outer legs. 2. Last one. Oh, we are almost there. Take it to teaser prep. So we'll come all the way down. Teaser is one of the hardest exercises, and if not the hardest, in the Pilates repertoire. We're going to take it today with one leg long or bent. You can keep it bent with the leg lifted, or you could try it here. I'll see how I do. We'll float the arms back where we can still feel that ribbed connection. So inhale here, and then slowly roll yourself all the way up. You're going to reach to your heel. Inhale, and then exhale, find neutral spine. Arms up by the ear, slowly reverse it down. Let's take it for 5. Good. Inhale, exhale, reach and lift. Inhale, slowly lower down. Good. Exhale. Inhale. That's a 2-part breath that we're doing right now. 2 more. Lengthen and reach up. 2. Oh, it's so hard. Reach to the heel, rounding through the spine, and then open it up. Come all the way back down. Switch it to the other side. So we're finding that head nod. You can try it with me. Fingers to the sky. We find the head nod where we'll roll up, flexion, and then we reach to the heel, find neutral. That's where I need to bend the knee, and then roll it back down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Hands, chin, roll it up, find neutral. Reach, 4. Definitely feeling the abdominals. Like again, you could do this with both feet down. Here's 3. You could do it with the top knee lifted. 2 more, you could do it with the top leg lengthened. It's so challenging on the left side for me to keep it lengthened. Last one. Oh, and then come all the way down. Oh, good. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and come over to swan dive. And hands are coming to that same position that we had before. We're active through the front of the pelvis. This time, though, we'll have the hands go a little bit further in front, and we inhale here. Exhale, just stay if you can see if you can feel your front pelvis. And then we inhale, start to lengthen up. It's just swan prep and then lower down. Now let's take it for 5. Lengthen and lift. Pubic bone will stay down. And then lower. Lifting from the front of the pelvis. Feel that length through the front of the chest, through the collarbones, without compression in the lower back. Just come up 2 more, as high as it feels comfortable on your lower spine. Keeping that front pelvis engaged will help. Legs can also turn out. Good. Swimming prep. So swimming is lying on the stomach here with the arms long, but we'll take it swimming prep with hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We inhale here. Exhale, reach the right arm and left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, switch. 8. See if you can keep that little cup of water. 7. Resting on the front of the pelvis. Good. Stabilizing through the scapula and shoulder blades. We talked earlier about that protraction. It's like you're pushing the floor away. We're lifting through the front of the pelvis. We've got upper abdominals, lower abdominals engaged to keep that torso really still. Scoot back a little bit. 2. There's Pacha. This is little Pacha girl. 1 more on each side. 1. Last one. Ah, nice job. Let's see, just checking leg pull prep. So leg pull prep is in a plank position. The full exercise is in a plank. We're going to prep by doing the hands under the shoulders and then just inch your knees back about 1 inch or so. You can tuck the chin. We're going to hold it here and lift the front of the pelvis and then hover the knees. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Oh, sorry. I wanted you to start knees under. Let's go to there. Inhale here. Exhale, just the shins and knees hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You would then inch your knees back about 1 inch. Since we did that already, we'll take it to the final plank. Lengthen the legs back. Hover the knees. Take it for 5. Long from heel, hip, shoulder, crown of head. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Take a shell stretch. Well deserved. Round through that spine. Feel the front abdominals engage. Take a couple deep breaths there. Good. A few more to finish. It's quite a long sequence, isn't it? Take it to seal. We did great on time, though. Seal is hands either on the outside, click, 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 clap, 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 or hands wrapped under. And we'll take it for 10, but we're going to inhale here, round through that lower back. So quick exhale, you go 3, 2, 1, roll back. 3, 2, 1, roll up. See how we do? Oh, actually, keep going. Just trying to focus on it while teaching. I feel it a lot. Rib to hip connection. And use your breath. Maintain that curve. Halfway through, there's 5. Quick little inhale. As you lean back, exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back. 2, 1. 2 more here. Last one. Oh, good. Okay, release it. Let's take it to side bend prep. So side bend is the top leg comes in front, this bottom hand comes under the shoulder. We'll inhale here, and then, but today we're just going to exhale, reach up with the bottom knee down. You should feel this bottom glute for 4. Inhale, lower. Nice job today. Press into the floor. Lift from your hip. 3. Control that way down. Lift up and out of the hip. 2. Up and out of the waist. Last one. And then lower it down. Take it to the other side. Steady through that hand. Ground. You can spread the fingers. Rest the hand there on the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Press. For 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Using that pursed lip. Use the glutes to press up, the obliques to lift, and eccentrically obliques and glutes to lower down. 4. Good. We'll take it to push-up to finish. So push-up prep to finish is on the knees. You can take your hands into like a triangle to start. Knees are about hip width apart. We'll shift it forward. We inhale for Pilates. We inhale lower. 3, 2, 1, and then press it straight up. So find a long spine. Let's do 4 of each. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Press it up there. There's 4. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Press through the knuckles of the hands. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. There's 2. Last. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. There's 1. Classic. Take your hands about shoulder width. Elbows are to 45. We inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Drive it straight up. 4. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Press through the knuckles. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. There's 2. Last one here. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Press it straight up. Final one. Triceps. So the elbows hug towards the ribs. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Press it straight up. There's 4. I'd press it straight up. There's 3. Back of the arms are working. 2. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Press it straight up. Maybe you hold, maybe you plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a shell stretch. Let's take a deep breath to finish. Nice job. That is seriously quite the sequence. You kind of write off the mat work, like how intense it is, because I love the equipment so much. But when you really go through those, each exercise one by one, it's like sweating and feeling it the next day. I did a lot of prep with this week to just get the flow of it back in the body and the language and the cueing. So I'm feeling it in my core. You'll feel it too. Come back to this practice at least once a week if you're new for 6 weeks to learn the repertoire, learn the cues. What is happening in the body? How is the breath shifting that? How is the cue adjusting something to make it more challenging, but in a good way? Form is everything. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down. Form is everything when we're learning something. One more, inhale. And then exhale. Give yourself a hug. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, form is helpful for like, what is the intention? Whether it's a coach, a teacher, an instructor trying to get you into a certain movement, physical therapist trying to get a particular muscle online. That's when form is so important in everyday life. But also there's space to let your body just move freely too, right? To trust your body's wisdom, know when to strengthen and draw in and find form, and know when to find ease, flow, fluidity, intuitive movement. Thank you again. Well, I will see you for intermediate mat work, and in essential and intermediate reformer are coming soon, as well as chair and barrel. Got those on the way. They're here to ready to be delivered to the studio. So we have lots of cool things happening. Stay tuned. You taking time to practice together with me means the world to me. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.